And we're back. I did actually just check the video length of these parts, and they're all semi-sufficient length. Like, they're all at least 20 minutes, so that's okay. I just don't like parts that are like 2 minutes or... Well, obviously, I don't like parts that are 2 minutes. I just don't like when it's like 15 minutes, 10 minutes. It's a bit... yeah. That station placement isn't actually good, but it's okay. Whatever. Right, so we don't have access to Nigeria, and basically just waiting for him to get liquidated. I did just issue off a load of stock, so we have a load of cash as it is. The Nigerian railroad is bloody expensive. Why don't we build more rail and start moving on up the coast, since that's something we basically have to do anyway. That's a bit awkward. Not quite sure what was stopping us there. I guess it's just because we're trying to build a bridge that's like so close to a river that maybe the gradient was a bit steep because it's so sort of sensitive. Just out of interest, this textile mill, yeah, it's not making money. So I mean, we could even connect to Devo, but like, there's basically no point unless we actually ran a train there. Yeah, so build a big station here. Let's build a big station here. So these ports supply a whole load of stuff. Right. So we could go San Pedro to Accra. Hopefully that'll make cash. Yep. And Accra. Nope. Sandra. Yep, again making cash from like goods and stuff. Where are these? Ah, the goods are coming from the port. Okay. We are going to need like maintenance and service along the way. Fortunately, these trains have very good fuel economy, so they should be alright in that regard. And with this other money, we can get to Monrovia. If I can get past Buchanan, that is. There we go. It's just a bit inconvenient because obviously it's like right next to the coast, and also there's a load of houses in the way. So there's that to deal with as well. Just sort of doubly difficult. Right. In terms of territory, this is Liberia. Don't have access to Sierra Leone. Could buy it, and then maybe connect up to Freetown. But for now, let's just stop in Monrovia in Liberia. Build a big station here, and a big station like that. And build maintenance here, here. And then let's build another maintenance like so. Hell of a lot of weapons here. They want to go to Bobo Dioulasso. Where is that? Oh! That's all the way in Burkina Faso. That is a hell of a long way. Cars want to go to Yamoussoukro. Let's just go Monrovia to Abidjan. I mean, that in itself is quite a long way. Buchanan is basically the same, so we can just go Abidjan, Buchanan, start in Buchanan, and then go. Buy more shares in ourselves. can't issue stock. The share price is quite low anyway, so I don't really want to. Granted, we are in an economic boom, so things should be okay in that regard. Although we haven't actually made a lot of money this year. Although we did spend a lot on like upgrading trains and whatnot. Yeah, they're fed up with us. So let's have a year where we don't issue stock and we don't do anything, and hopefully we just make money. Akboville to... Ooh. Where is... Okay, quite... Chaos and violence in Liberia again. Are you kidding me? I just built in Liberia. After half a dozen years of fragile peace, gunfights returned to Monrovia, killing several hundreds. The African Union has announced that peacekeeping forces will fly in as soon as possible. Oh, for the love of fucking... Ah! Yeah, so basically... Right. Damn it! So, we just built a load of stuff in Liberia, and then we find out that these trains are basically stranded and useless. So this is just going to stop at the border, isn't it? Mercenaries detained as they headed to Abidjan. Are you kidding me? Have I lost control of Ivory Coast as well? Danger of a military revolt made the French authorities keep a closer watch. Yesterday, secret services arrested a group of mercenaries who were heading to Abidjan to stage yet another coup. No. Wait. What? This train is somehow going in Liberia. Okay. It arrived in Liberia, but now it can't leave Liberia until we get access back to Liberia. Right. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of some of these bonds. No, I'm not. Really want these guys to get liquidated. Their share price, unfortunately, is staying about the same. So if we actually look at our industries... Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we want to sell this. This one's making good money, though. We want to sell that as well. And keep that, maybe... Yeah, keep it for now. But yeah, some of our industries aren't doing so good anymore. But then some of them are just making like an absolute fortune. Yeah, like this lumber mill and furniture factory and whatnot. I think that's just it, like, is that over time industries just don't make as much money anymore. And now they're somewhat pleased with us, they increase our salary, so that's nice. How much to buy these guys? Ooh, that is a lot. We could, however... Well, I was going to say we could buy into Nigeria, but no, we can't. Sierra Leone finds peace at last. Disarmament of militias in Sierra Leone finally ends. United Nations has set up a war crimes tribunal and supports the staging of free elections for the first time in 30 years. So I was actually going to... Chaos amongst Bissau armed forces. Mutinous soldiers have surprised the head of the armed forces in Bissau and executed him. Government officials and UN forces seem unable to contain the violence in the country. So I was actually going to buy access to Sierra Leone for 600,000, but I've just saved myself 600,000 anyway. By not having to do that. So let's connect Zimi and then start building along here. Connect up to Freetown. How much? Whoa! Freetown is really weird. We actually want like a large station to connect the port, but then we actually miss some of there. And there was no way a large station was ever... Oh, actually. I'm a dingus. Right, I was going to say there's no way that a large station would ever connect all of that. Oops. I was going to say we need 2 stations, and then I find a way that a large station covers the whole thing. But this is going to be like a sort of junction hub terminus type thing. So it's going to go out. Obviously, it's going to connect up to Zimi. It already has. And then Monrovia once Liberia becomes okay again. So all this is just completely useless, really. Sadly. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm not going to build useless track like that. And then we're going to build out of Freetown. Going to build maintenance and service like that. Out of Freetown. Notice that I'm using entirely diesels and non-electrified track. To be fair, in 2012 we could actually electrify and then go for like the super high-speed 300 mph train. Just for laughs, maybe. And then Conakry, Freetown. Freetown has weapons of its own. I don't know why all these ports are supplying weapons. I find that really kind of odd. So Freetown, gonna want to rename that, but Freetown to Conakry, nice money. Yeah, rename that to Freetown. I'm not bothering with hotels and whatnot. I mean, I don't know if I should, but ooh, buy that one. Right, and then I think we've got access to Bissau. Yeah, we do. So we can even connect up to Bissau. So connect Boke, and then go around here, and then get to Bissau. And then we can get another train. Actually, a lot of grain here. Ooh. I was going to say, is there a brewery here? There isn't. But we could build a brewery here. And then that will use up the grain and rice. And the rice is being provided at the port, so that should make a lot of money. Right, so build a station in Boke, and then go Boke to Bissau. Yep, and then Bissau to Conakry. Yep. Okay, so you can make money. You just kind of have to wait until you get like decent economy status. Granted, we're on an economic boom, and also wait until things sort of die down politically. I mean, it is 2004 now, so it's we have no rights in Senegal. Okay. I don't think these guys are going to get any cheaper to buy, so that's kind of annoying. So we just kind of need to wait until Liberia becomes feasible again. Full embargo on Ivory Coast. Ah, shit! We've lost access to Ivory Coast. That's really bad. So what happens to all those industries that we bought in Ivory Coast? Full embargo on Ivory Coast. Following the death of 9 blue helmets from the UN peacekeeping force, the Security Council has announced a strong economic and military embargo on Ivory Coast. Ow! Okay, so we should keep the industries. Economic boom fading. That's really weird. But we're not going to do so well. So basically, we have a load of trains that aren't going to be doing anything. Ow. But for some reason we get to keep our industry. Locusts strike to inflict hunger. Thankfully it's a boom, so... Well, I think it's a boom anyway. Oh, prosperity. So we're still doing okay economically. The Ministry of Agriculture for Mali has announced today that it expects production losses of over 50% in grain crops after a severe locusts plague swarmed the Sahel. Right, so how are our industries actually doing? This tool and die we want to sell. That is in Ivory Coast as well. This brewery was brand new that we built, and wow, that is doing well. Yeah, I did think that would do well. So that's really nice. So all of our industries are actually making money, or did last year. Somewhat pleased with us. So salary increase. Yes, this tool and die in the Ivory Coast made a loss last year. So even though we don't actually have access to Ivory Coast, it seems that our industries still make money. That's actually really nice to have. I don't know if that's a bug or intentional, but basically, yeah, going for industry is by far and away the best plan. Because even with all this political disruption, our industries and the company itself made 5.3 million last year. I can't see us making that much this year. Wow, okay, so the Trans-Euro. Hopeless on hills, but other than that, it can go 164 miles an hour. It's heckin' expensive. I think that's normally 1.2 million, so it's costing us an extra 180,000. Which is an extra 15%. So maybe trains costs extra 15% in this scenario, or maybe it's just electrics that cost a bit more. Yeah, it could well just be a bit the electric trains cost 15% more. Maybe that's just sort of because it's West Africa and it's sort of poor. So we are making money. It doesn't feel like we are, because those sort of dink noise is just because of trains, and obviously a lot of our trains are in Ivory Coast not doing anything. Normal economic growth for the future. Yeah, so we really need Ivory Coast to come back. How's the share price doing? It's okay. Oh, actually, these guys are dropping. I could just buy them out now, you know. Let's just buy them out now. So we've got access to Senegal now. We've bought a load of useless trains. Saying that, this one not making a profit this year, but it did last year. Let's upgrade that then. Actually, these trains are not doing too bad then, so I don't really know why the company wasn't profitable. And why the chairman got sacked. Maybe they had a shitload of bonds. Oh god, actually I need to check that. I have a lot of trains. But yeah, that's all of them. Right, let's upgrade some of these stations. That is a pretty terrible station placement, but I'm just going to keep it as it is. And that can be upgraded. It can be upgraded to a medium. Actually, if I just get rid of that service tower, then I think I can just upgrade it to a large. So move the station service tower there. Oh, okay, I still can't. Yeah, I think it's because of that house. Oh well. I could even connect to Matam and then go from like Matam to Dakar. So let's just do that. I don't know why Matam hasn't already been connected, but hey ho. AI are a bit useless in this scenario, even on expert. Yeah, so Matam to Dakar. That seems like it's going to make some good cash because of chemicals which are demanded at the ports for whatever reason. This oil refinery is also making a hell of a lot of money. Meat plant, no. Let's buy that, and it is already upgraded. So TS wants a large station. So Dakar TS is sort of one big city in and of itself. Which is actually really nice. Ooh, recycling plant making good money. And that's going to want an upgrade as well. So let's just issue off some stock. Upgrade that. And I'm going to want to buy that as well. So issue stock further. The share price has just dropped massively, but it's not too bad. Upgrade that. And boom. Should be good to go. So, yeah, they're highly annoyed with us, probably just because the share price is just... Oh, that's not us. Who are these guys? Great, so we're going to need to buy these guys now. Right, yeah, so... Oddly for AI, their track is actually okay. Whoa. Okay, this isn't good. They have a shit ton of loans. They have a bond that is 4.25 million at 11%. Yeah, we want to get rid of that. Because that's going to be costing us like 450,000 in interest a year. I'm surprised that this guy could actually... Who created this? Thomas Durant. Okay, so if we bought him out, he can't create another company. Right, so let's just buy him out. And then Thomas Durant, actually he could create another company. Because he just got a load of money because we bought his company. Oh well. Right, so... Upgrade this to a large. And upgrade that to large. Where are his... trains? Okay, so he has one train here. It's going from here to here. That obviously makes sense. And he's got another train doing the same, so we don't need that. Right. Let's buy more shares in ourselves. Because for gold, we need every company bought out. Like, we need it so that we're the only company. Gunfights in Burkina Faso. Gunfights have erupted between the police and the army in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso, following general strikes and protests. We still have access to Burkina Faso, so that's okay. We're at economic normal. We're not making much money. We're doing okay, I guess. Main thing is obviously that the company is still profitable. This train probably isn't going to make any money, is it? Really? No, it's not. So let's reroute this. So let's go Kaya to Ouagadougou. Okay, hang on. So Kaya, Ouagadougou. I started in the wrong place. Ouagadougou, Kaya, and then back to... That actually might be okay. Week-long strike. Guineans are on general strike for 8 days running now. Initial protests over minimum wage and food prices have spiraled after police violence killed protesters in the streets. We still have access, so that's okay. And the map's completely the wrong rotation. Right, okay, so we just need to buy out the Nigerian National Railroad. We also, however, rotate the map around correctly. We need to connect this up with Dakar. Actually didn't mean to build a station like that. Damn it. Let's demolish that, because that was kind of that was an accident. Oh. Right, I'm actually going to save the game and create a new video part, because I accidentally just did something that I don't like with the recording.